Well, cheers to the new year, and we're going to make some koozie holders. So what we're going to do is cover a neoprene koozie with fur. I had these koozies printed on the bottom with my logo at Personalized Drinkware, and they do a nice job. You can get different colors, and otherwise you can just use a plain neoprene koozie. So neoprene has the foam inside, and then it has a fabric based outside. So when you sew it, you put your fur on the outside and it grabs that bit of fabric so it stays good and it gives you a good seam. So we're going to do two sizes today. I'm going to give you the pattern for two sizes. The first size is the regular can koozie size, and that is 3 1/4 by 9 1/4 inches long. That'll do a regular pop can size koozie, 3 1/4 by 9 1/4. The second size is for a tall skinny can, and that is going to be size 5 inches by 8.5 inches wide. So that's for your tall can. And, you know, that'll fit several beverages, but that's for a tall. And you can order the blanks probably on Amazon if you just want a plain blank and get a couple dozen of them. But wherever you'd like to get them is up to you. But get the neoprene. Now, when I make quite a few of these, what I like to have is, I've got my beaver skin. I had it all nailed out. I did quite a few of them. And I use a template because I like to do things fast. And I have a piece of plastic, and I order this shelf liner from Amazon, and it comes in, I don't know, maybe a 10 or 12 foot roll, but I use it a lot for my sewing pattern masters, and it's flexible. I can see through it, and so I made a template copy. Melted a little bit by my iron up there, I guess, but I made a template copy, and the template is the width going across, and then the height going up. So I've got it set for 4. I made a little notch on the template. I think you can see it right there. So each one of my rows, when I put this down, I can, you know, draw around it, move it up for the next row. I've got it squared. And it just gives you a good idea how to do it. This is great if you have a long skin, like a coyote skin, because you can lay it down the center of your coyote pelt and you can really mark quite easily what's there. The edges, I've got those squared also marked out, and I come right to the edge, mark my line where I'm going to cut, and I'll sew like this portion to this side, and likewise going across. So I use all the fur. I also, like, if I have a lot of scraps, I'll sew scraps together and make these out of scraps, and you know, they're cute because they all look kind of fuzzy and different and whatever. But so after you've got your template on and you've got your skins marked, then what you do is you cut them out, and I have cut out quite a few. So this is what your piece will look like cut out. Now, sometimes I'll take and run my hair going, or run my koozie with my hair going down. And then what it looks like is the hair looks like it's going around on the pop can. This is normally where you have the hair running up and down. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. But it's perfectly fine to use your scraps and cut them where the hair would be going around from like this side portion too. So you just kind of have to do whatever you think is best for the best use of your skins. So next we're going to do is we're going to sew this. We're going to join this seam up, and then we're going to sew it onto the koozie cover. So let's get started. You put your fur in the machine, and I'm gonna join this seam up. And you always sew against the hair, so the hair is going, so you don't get the hair met in the seam. And I had tucked that down before I started. Finish at the end. Open your jaws, pull your seam down to lock the stitch. Then you're going to turn this inside out and put your koozie holder in, and you want your logo going towards the front, so you put it in so that it looks good. Your seam, you can center your seam on a side or in the center of the back, and then you just want to have a little bit of, this has got a little nick right there, so I want that smoother. I'm just going to trim that off. And so you just want a little bit of tension when you sew these so that it stays good. Now after I get this sewed, what I like to do is I like to come back with a black magic marker over that top edge of the leather of the koozie hole of the fur, because what it does is it covers that leather, so it looks like it matches really good. So just take a black magic marker and color this in, and it blends really nice. So there you have your koozie holder. This is what it looks like done. I took a black magic marker and just ran over the very edge of that top and colored the leather a little bit on that beaver skin, and it's all set. When this sits on a surface, what's nice is that it doesn't, you know, it's cut so that it sits up just a little bit. You see that? But the hair comes right to the surface, so it's not going to tip over. And, you know, you can add embellishments to this. Sometimes people will put a tail on the edge, or, you know, you can add a tail at the bottom. I've done these in deer hide, in leather, fur, but they're a fun conversation piece, and they're definitely nice on your hands. They keep your hands warm, and the beverage cold because it's insulated and easy to slip on and off. So cheers to the new year. Enjoy your koozies.